Hey, Ryan, why don't you pull up Amazon's margins real quick?
Well, yeah, I'd have more of a grin on my face than Stephen Hawking on Epstein's Island.
I'm off as a smug cock when he said that.
Wow, fiscal philosophy, you're not very smart at all. You screw up, cash flow kings. Dissector, you are an idiot.
Hello, everybody. It is Saturday, and it's Saturday 8 p.m. Eastern. At Saturday 8 p.m. Eastern, you could be doing a wide range and variety of activities that, let's just say, are not so accretive to your lifestyle. Fiscal, what are some of these activities that I'm talking about?
Well, you could be driving up to Delaware to get some cocaine with your nephew's fiance in the car, whatever happened there. You could be wearing the biker outfit like the village people at a certain kind of bar and be like, "What? It was a joke."
Just joking around.
You could be going up and eating Johnny cakes up in Maine to escape your mob life, so to speak.
You could be getting in activities with volunteer firefighters.
Indeed. You could be failing at being a handyman out on a farm.
Yeah. You could be leaving your family, ditching them.
Your son could be dressing like a Puerto Rican whore because there's no ice cream in the car.
Yeah. Stomping on pose in the school locker room.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I feel bad for anybody that hasn't watched Sopranos and does not understand what we're talking about right now. But yeah, if you know, you know. Welcome back, everybody. Today's hit piece episode is going to be on Tesla because RoboTaxi suddenly became relevant once again this week.
Sopranos hit piece.
Yeah, there you go. This is our first live we've done in like 2 weeks. It's good to see the episode last week got some traction. We've been accused of rug pulling some of the audience on Dave, which was only supported further this week when Dave went back to like 178. Fiscal, did you get the chance to add?
So actually, when it got back into the 190s, I did do a sold put at the 185 strike. So February 20th, if it's still below 185, I'm getting 100 more shares of Dave.
There we go. Yeah, there was damage control this week. We went MIA. Something was shady. It was definitely not because there was a playoff football game on Saturday that I wanted to catch, and we can't really have Andrew on Saturday.
Yeah. I think my dad was watching the game too. He was telling me how Buffalo was doing. That was the game, right?
Yeah, it was the
Bills.
It was trauma. It's one word to use, but not as bad as the TS. No, actually, probably worse than TSSI going down 40%. It was rough. It was a rough weekend. But yeah, we have, all right, looking in the chat, we do have some regulars. Seymour Duck gifted a membership. I'll see who got that. C Basiletti 74441, you got the membership. As per usual, and whenever we're on this show, we get some sort of financial compensation, money. We will do anything for $1, which includes dancing like strippers. So here you go. Thank you for the gifted membership.
Round two. Here we go.
Thank you very much to Seymour Duck for gifting a channel membership. It is greatly appreciated. All right. Blake says, after my last appearance, I began writing my own algorithmic trading robot. Decided I could trade all day while I'm at work and eliminate. Nice. We're not smart enough to do that, believe it or not.
That's very true. Very true. Yeah, but hey, good for you.
Yeah.
It's good for you that you're that smart. That's why you come on to teach us about technical analysis and not the other way around.
Yep. Before we get into the bread and butter of today's show, we want to give a few plugs and promotions Fiscal, would you like to start with the possible rising financial futures that you could have?
Yeah. Is that linked in the description?
It will be linked right now.
All right. So yes, if you or anyone you know is a small business owner and they need help with their bookkeeping, their accounting, and business consulting, human resource services, payroll, you name it, they've got you covered. And I just want to say, like, the main differentiator is the level of involvement. We had the owner of this company on as a guest. He has 10 years of accounting experience. I encourage you to go watch that episode. Was it 112?
119.
119. So go watch episode 119 if you want to hear him answer questions about accounting and see how good he is.
Yeah, we usually don't talk about like small business and stuff on this show, but as a fun show, a general finance show, I guess technically, it was good to get some perspective on how small businesses are doing right now.
Indeed.
Also, small businesses need to do something, which is filing taxes, which sucks.
True.
Right?
It's inevitable.
It's inevitable, but it doesn't need to suck. It's like cheating on your wife. I'm joking. No, it's much better than cheating on your wife. Working with Strongman Tax Services LLC, veteran-owned business, LGBT-friendly business, and we personally have used him for our latest and upcoming tax season. It was very affordable for the services that were done. You in free 30-minute, hour-long consult.
You get a free 30-minute consultation. Yes.
Consultation. That's 30 minutes. You could be talking with him about anything professional related. As soon as you mention our name, he will leave.
Although I have heard that you can even ask him to take his shirt off on the consultation. He'll do it.
Yep. He will do anything for $1, just like us, which is why he is a sponsor of the show. The link's in the description. Tell him that CFK sent you, and we will get a large amount of money. If you don't like Strongman Personal Finance, just say it's from CFK, and he will get a lot less at the end of the day.
By the way, I did get one referral over to him, so we're getting a small consideration on.
Oh, don't brag! Don't brag to the audience. Okay, we'll start off this week with how the market has generally been doing. Fiscal, how is your portfolio looking?
Honestly, this week's been a little rough on your boy here.
Cool.
I mean, Dave has been hurting me pretty badly. Yeah, it's been hurting me.
I'm about even on Dave. I'm like maybe slightly.
The Googs hurt me a little bit. The Googs hurt me just a little bit. I mean, it's not down a lot, but it's down from the like 332 or whatever the heck it was at. Grab kind of down, like a little bit of a recovery, I think, on Friday in that name.
Yeah.
But Uber, because of RoboTaxi, is kind of.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that. Oh.
So really, like a lot of my biggest holdings, I've been taking some pain on them. Speaking of pain, PayPal also hasn't been treating me the best lately. So yeah, it's almost like old times. It reminds me of the Walgreens days.
Yeah, full humility. Yeah. With Dave, fortunately this week, I made the wise decision to spend like the last 2% of my cash and put it into Dave at. Oh great, it went down after hours. Awesome, just what I like to see. Went to 180. Okay. Yeah, I got it at 178, which was pretty much the bottom, but looks like a new bottom may be being written so far.
Yeah, man. It's like Ralph. Dave likes to bottom from the top. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I will say this though, something that did help me personally. I'm not like when the stock goes down, I don't get crazy emotional or whatever. I know a lot of people panic or whatever. I'm obviously a real seasoned investor, 5 years. Mm-hmm. But something that does help me with some of these is just going back and watching some of the old episodes where we kind of get in depth regarding I did it with TSSI when it hit $7. I just we rewatched the Andrew episode from last Friday. I thought it was a really good episode. Shameless self promotion, but I'd watch that if you're feeling, I don't know, unconfident about Dave. I guess it's fundamentals are fine. So yeah,
the fundamentals of the business are pretty good. The valuation isn't terribly expensive.
no.
In fact, from what we talked about with Andrew, it would basically, you could almost say that the price target is a double from here.
One could say.
One could say.
We're gonna do a little poll in the chat because this is a fun show once again. We've done this with a few guests on the show. If you had $1 million to put in either stock, are you putting it in Jackson or Dave right now? And I'll put the poll in. I think Jackson has been the popular vote. Just because.
Although I think now Jackson has, since the last time we had that conversation, Jackson has gone up and Dave's gone down.
Yes.
So from today's price, meaning like 182-ish for Dave and like 113 for Jackson, for me, I think the answer at these prices would probably be Dave. And I think last time my answer might have been Jackson, because Jackson, I think, was only around 100 and Dave was in like the 220s or something, I think.
Does the TPG partnership play into the Jackson thing at all either? I feel like with the recent TPG partnership, I feel like it's a little more secure. If I had to put $1 million in. Oh, great. Alan's here. Just might not get any worse. Ugh.
So here's where I'm at with it. I think Dave has a higher likelihood of doubling at some point in the foreseeable future than Jackson does.
Yeah.
Now, if it was a matter of which thing do I think would feel safer, like probably Jackson would feel safer because it's not as volatile of a stock. But if we're saying purely on like what our upside is and over what period of time, like the most money the fastest, I would guess Dave from here would get the bigger gain faster.
That's fair.
So it's on that basis, I think I'd throw my... and then it's easy enough to make that vote when you don't really have the $1 million in your hands to have to actually make that decision, right?
Yeah. God damn it. The potential channel. I'll... Alan, I hate you just like Michael Scott hates Toby.
Potential is one of those interesting words where it's like...
It's the if man.
Yeah, it's... show me the money, as Jerry Maguire would say.
Yeah, it's, you've been saying you're going to be a channel member since 2010. Like Elon has been saying RoboTaxi is going to take over since 2010. I'll believe it when I see it. We will get free will for that community vote. You can sell whenever you want. The vote right now is 60-40, Dave winning. So go vote if you have not already.
Yeah.
I would probably lean towards Jackson just because of the TPG partnership. I don't think if the TPG partnership, I'd probably lean towards Dave. But once again, if you watched last week's episode, you would learn all these things that I'm referencing right now.
Well, and that's the funny thing. I think on a long enough timeline, Jackson could also hit like 300.
Yeah.
But there is the added thing in the TPG partnership where that raises the chances of Jackson getting bought out completely at some point, which possibly way before it's ever in the realm of, doubling or tripling, actually. So that may in some ways like limit or put a ceiling somewhere on the upside, actually, from that perspective.
Yeah.
But I like having Jackson in my portfolio. I do think it's pretty much gonna just be kind of a steady melt up for the most part.
A high quality compounder.
Yeah, and I enjoy it. Like I've got across the two accounts that I'm working, I've got 200 shares of Jackson, so it's actually a reasonably sizable amount.
Yeah, free money dividend.
Yep.
They're
free
doing
money
like
dividend.
a billion on buybacks and dividends combined on like a 7 billion market cap. So
Yeah.
should on paper work out.
Mhm.
All right. Do we want to get to the topic of tonight's episode, which is why Tesla is gay? It's a joke. This is a inclusive show. So this week, Tesla was very, very potent on Twitter because of RoboTaxi. Now, one of the big reasons that Uber has traded the way it has, probably like the last year and a half, is because of the threat of RoboTaxi and Waymo. The Waymo one, some people apparently don't know that there's a mutually beneficial partnership between Uber and Waymo. I learned this weekend.
Yeah, to an extent. I know Waymo kind of has diversified. In some cities, they partner with Uber, and others they partner with Lyft. They kind of spread it out a little bit. But from the same perspective, Uber still has their human manned rides. They're invested in some other AV ventures that are out there, and they're partnered with Waymo in some markets.
Yeah.
And they have like Uber Eats, which isn't going to be disrupted by Waymo anytime soon or by RoboTaxi.
Yeah, the robots, they're definitely in the next 5 years, they're going to have a robot driving the car. They're going to have
an Optimus robot in the driver's seat that'll go out and get your Uber Eats order or your RoboTaxi Eats order, whatever they call it, I guess. Yeah.
What a great comment from Alan. That's offensive. It is offensive to people's cognitive, but I didn't mean it in the derogatory way. I meant it in the not good at sports way. But yeah, so a fun exercise that we're going to do here live, Fiscal, is a lot of these RoboTaxi, these propaganda tours, I guess you could say. You go on Twitter and you just look at the person's account or bio. 99% of the time, they have an affiliation with Tesla. They're like an ex-engineer, an ex-employee, a shareholder, just a show. So we're gonna do a little exercise here. Just look up RoboTaxi, the top results.
From the jump, like most of Twitter, especially if they have like a premium account and they use Grok all the time, they're Elon fanboys for the most part.
Yeah,
right.
Obviously, Tesla is a stock that trades purely on fundamentals, growth. Definitely does not have any declining growth rates or anything, operating margin, nothing like that. But yeah, here we go. First of all, first one, 7-minute wait, $1.95 RoboTaxi versus $13 Uber. First ride couldn't have gone smoother. Head of business development and charging at Tesla. That's interesting. Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, well, I mean, obviously his word should be taken at face value, and he has no bias whatsoever.
Yeah. Here we have Sawyer Merritt. As of today, Tesla is officially the first company to offer RoboTaxi rides to the general public with no safety monitors. Hold up. With no safety monitors. Oh, here we go. Tesla investor and Model Y owner. There we go. They put it in their bio. Don't worry.
They tell them themselves. It's really funny. When did Waymo have safety monitors? I feel like they've been doing that for a while.
Yeah. Finally, some good anti-Tesla. Oh, there's us. Propaganda. Here we go. 236 Tesla RoboTaxi will hit 300 by the end of January. Co-founder and CEO building a Tesla RoboTaxi fleet of 5,000 and 50 million revenue a year. 15 years EV experience. Host of Tesla to Mars 420. Definitely very serious group of investors.
That person has no bias whatsoever.
Yeah.
You can trust him, bro.
What's this? RoboTaxi's already scaled so much. That's a burner. Doesn't count. All right, we'll keep going down. This is a fun. Oh yeah, this was the tweet that I wanted to what's this boost? Yeah, this is a good tweet. I reposted this on our account, but this is basically Tesla made it seem like I'll actually pull up ours because the tweet was responded to the Elon. Okay, so Tesla put out something weird. We were told this would never work in response to like the RoboTaxis, which it won't. Here we go. Here are the Tesla chase cars that are supervising them. So like, just because a bunch of people on Twitter with Tesla in their bio that think they're part of the company when they aren't are shilling this does not mean that it's always sunshine and rainbows. We'll keep going on. It's a fun little exercise here to do. Once again, definitely a stock that just trades off of fundamentals and growth and other things you want to see. All right. Half of this is slander, which is nice to see. Breaking, Tesla has ruined. There we go. Another, Tesla technical analyst. Long Tesla whale.
These all seem like highly reputable people. I don't understand the problem.
Yeah. Lead salesman. Dirty Tesla. I don't get it, but it's crazy. And then look at RoboTaxi Uber for fun. Because a lot of people are saying that Uber is going to go out of business, and it's actually getting a surprising amount of like engagement and stuff. I don't know how much truth and merit that. Yeah, here we go. Rip Uber. Tesla's unsupervised RoboTaxi fare in Austin. $1.30 a mile. Rip Uber. Deep dive into everything Tesla. We'll go on it. We'll follow his links, which it's a referral link to it.
Please don't be porn.
Yeah. So
please don't be his OnlyFans. I don't want to see that.
It's not the OnlyFans. It is. It's thankfully just a referral link to buy a Model Y. Either way, well, the point of this is there's a lot more Tesla meat riders than I anticipated, and you're probably, if you're an Uber shareholder, follow the stock on Twitter, you're going to see stuff like Uber's going out of business. Uber's cooked. Waymo is going to put them out of business. You look at the average facts. I'll pull this up, but a study found that the average price of a Waymo ride is $20.43, which is $5.99 more than the average Lyft ride and $45 more than the average Uber ride. So there is definitely a false narrative going around that robo-taxis are. Yeah, and this too. Waymo is. I think Waymo would be more of a threat, and Waymo does have the mutually beneficial partnership with Uber, which I just,
Correct. Now I do hold both Google and Uber, so my bases are covered here.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but I think it's a long way off. Like Waymo has way more autonomous ride market share than RoboTaxi, and I don't think it's even anywhere near close.
Yeah,
and even still, I don't think that that's disrupting Uber's operating leverage at all. So, I mean, maybe not yet. Maybe there is a point in the future where it does. Maybe.
Yeah.
But I have a pretty high degree of confidence in Uber for the foreseeable future.
Yeah. And little food for thought for everybody out there. I'm just reading Paul's comment. Here we go. It's a per mile you got to worry about, and you don't tip a robot. That's big savings. I just I just think that the argument that like Uber is like just not.
So there's a dimension to this that like a lot of people overlook, and that's fleet management, like right sizing the fleet and then managing that fleet for each market. There's a lot of challenges with that. Like, can you build autonomous vehicles? Yes. Can you put them into service and have them functionally do a ride for a certain price? Yes. Making that economically viable has a different set of challenges. And I'm interested to see what happens, but don't think that it's like going to take over the world immediately before they actually figure all of these things out. And don't think that it's going to be easy for them to figure it all out.
another thing too that I think a lot of people, especially the ones that like at Tesla, you know what I mean, with Elon. I just don't understand. You know, I don't want to be mean because obviously Elon has a disability. I think we could all play that card if we really wanted to, but like, do you really, like, from a neutral perspective, would you trust Elon as your CEO? Like the same guy that's like going to war with the president and like calling him a pedophile, which may or may not be true, like obviously, but like I just don't know if like I would trust that over.
Well, he did that, but then he like walked it back.
Yeah, then he walked it back.
Yeah,
I lied. He's not a pedophile.
because
He's
they
a
threatened
broker.
his government contracts.
Respect.
Yeah, funny. I don't think of Elon as a very stable person.
Yeah,
he's very rich, but very eccentric. He kind of reminds me of like do you know who Howard Hughes is from like The Aviator?
no.
No.
Too young.
So Howard Hughes, they're like he was basically like the Elon of airplanes, like 70 years ago or something.
Yeah.
And he was very eccentric, was like pissing in jars and stuff. I think did Leonardo DiCaprio play him or something like that in a movie? Anyways, Blake knows all about him because he's an engineer. And yeah, but anyways, he was a very eccentric guy, had a lot of companies and stuff, but I wouldn't trust his stability mentally. And does Elon have some like interesting ideas and have his companies done a lot of interesting things? Yes, but stable genius, no.
Yeah. And I'm definitely sure that SpaceX going IPO, having multiple companies that he's working on, and also being in the government part-time, I'm sure that will not have a negative toll on the company and has had no negative fundamental toll on the company at all.
Which, by the way, the things that those rockets have been able to do, like with, being able to actually like come back to Earth and stuff, like that's pretty impressive stuff.
Yeah.
But does it mean he's stable and you should put a lot of faith in him as far as the economics of things? And does that change all of the promises that haven't been delivered about his timelines of things? No.
Yeah.
Both things can be true at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, and like he also runs Twitter too, which obviously probably a side hustle at this point.
Right. Yeah, that's the other problem. Like I think social media is making his mental illness worse.
100%.
He tweets like 1,000 times a day or something. That might be a slight exaggeration, but not much. That's the funny thing.
All right, we're gonna do a fun little exercise here on Fiscal.ai, the best investment research software you could possibly use. Get our link in the description. We get like $80. It really helps us. We're going under. We are in the red. We're gonna look at Tesla's operating profits, and I'm sure these will be good. Over time, they definitely will not go down. Definitely will be looking like your steady quality compounders that we want to see. Fiscal, when do you want to go back to? 2020?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right, we'll do 2020. March 2020. And that doesn't look very good, does it?
It looks like it was high and now it's lower. I mean, it went really low and now it's like recovering a little bit. Arya
has the original chart, which we'll give him a little credit for. But that was the big one that blew up, and
that's certainly tells a story.
It's definitely not like in definitely not a reflection of the CEO.
Somebody needs to bring up the same chart for Uber.
We could do that actually if we really wanted to. Uber's operating profit.
Yeah, some people say the 5-year chart is important. I think the operating profit chart's important.
Pulling it up right now. But yeah, just look at the responses. It's hilarious. Aria's page. Good, very good follow. Uber's tells a bit of a different story. That's more to like it, you could say. If we're gonna look at annual, it's going up since 2020. Quite literally the opposite, actually, which is kind of funny. But yeah, that's 30% CAGR. That's what I'd want to see.
Yep, that's my preference. I would prefer this over whatever it was Tesla's was doing.
Whoa, what's going on in the comments right now? I'm not pulling that up. Whoa! That's inappropriate. Paul brings up that EV sales in California fell 30% without that $7,500 federal tax credit. California is trying to create a new state credit. Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, because I remember Graham Stephan get a Tesla and he wrote it off, or he got some sort of. I remember.
Yeah, he worked it out so that if you took all like the tax credit and gas savings and everything else into account, he actually was like barely costing him any money or something, because he's a weirdo. Even though he's worth tens of millions of dollars, he worries about pinching pennies for some reason.
Alan says he'd considering investing in SpaceX, and I don't even have much faith in it, but the fanboys, I respect that. It's a fair thesis.
Yeah. I mean, that could end up making you money. That's it's unfortunate, but you can tell sometimes what companies will pump, even if the fundamentals don't support it. And if you choose to ride that wave for a while and make a profit, I can't say I blame you. Especially if you do it with your eyes wide open and you're not delusional about what you're doing.
Yeah. Next earnings won't have EV credits. It's great. I'm sure that won't have an impact on the company at all. We'll do a little more deep diving on Tesla's. I don't think we've ever really took a look at it, the fundamentals. What do you want to look at, Fiscal? What would be a fun metric to look at?
Hey, what's the PE?
The PE is currently 310.1.
Nice.
Let's see price to sales. We have a price to sales. Price to free cash flow of 657.
Oh, it'll only take you 657 years to recoup your investment at current levels. Nice.
Yep. EV to EBITDA of 136.3. It's cheap.
So their EBITDA is probably better than their earnings, huh?
Yeah. I'm looking up the price to sales right now.
Probably because of all that. Do they have a lot of debt? Can we see their debt?
Oh, we could pull up their debt on fiscal.ai, link in the description, use our code, tell us about it, and we will do some unspeakable things for you.
How's the balance sheet?
All right, we'll do total debt. Total debts. Okay. Got a little ham in 2020, but it's gone down since then.
Well, they paid it down and then it started going back up. And what is it? What's it sitting at now?
It's quarterly. You want annual?
Well, just the latest, like what it currently is. So the most recent quarter would probably be best.
13.78 billion.
All right, what's their debt compared to their annual free cash flow?
Oh, that's not very good. I'll just double check this on fiscal.ai. We can actually compare the both, which is what I like so much about it. Ooh. At least the free 3.58 billion.
Okay, so all right, so their debt's not actually that much of an issue.
No.
Okay, good for them.
Why weren't we talking? Well, channel members all knew that we went all in silver and just didn't tell anybody. If you were channel,
I've been stacking silver dimes in my closet,
in his basement attic. Yep.
I don't have a basement. There's no basements here.
Oh,
Everything's on a slab here in Arizona.
I forgot you're like the only state that isn't getting hit by this winter storm.
Yeah, no.
Only
It
3
is not
states.
touching me.
Okay. What other fundamentals we want to look at with Tesla? Segments and KPIs are always fun. I forgot they have energy generation and storage with the solar panels.
Yeah.
That might be too.
I wish that there was a chart where we could compare their current metrics to the expectations that Meet Kevin was putting out in 2021.
I don't
Like, where did he say they were going to, because it's 2026 now. So 5 years ago, where did Meet Kevin say they were going to be compared to where they are now? Like his target versus reality. I think that would be hilarious.
Didn't Kathy Wood say it was going to be at 4,000 or something?
Well, did they say that was going to happen by 2026?
I want to say, I'm going to double check that because I remember Kathy Wood.
Or was it something? Or if they didn't say 2026 back a few years ago, maybe they said in 5 years. And yeah,
she said in 2021 there was a Tesla price call of $4,000. Since then, in 2021, the stock is up. Let's see. I'm trying to get an exact date. January 8th, 2021. 5 years ago, up 58%.
Nice.
I know.
Let's see Paul Allen's card.
You wouldn't think based off of a PE of 310 that they'd be up 58%, but respect.
Yeah. The comment about silver is interesting. I don't really do precious metals.
Not very precious.
I don't know. For some reason, I think that at some point the upside is limited, and like it's very difficult to know when that will be, because people are just buying it because they're afraid of inflation. And so it's like whenever it is that they stop being afraid, it's going to stop going up. So, and I don't know when that's going to be. It's not like you can say, well, gold is going to, improve. Like, they're not like a company that can give guidance and you can have some kind of idea of how much their business is going to raise. It's just a shiny rock, as Strongman would say. So, unless I have some way of reliably predicting the way people are going to feel in the future, which I don't have a way of doing that. I don't know that I want to be in gold or silver.
Yeah. Dave Ramsey's very upset that you said that. Kathy was yapping on deflation for a couple. She's horrible. I don't know how anybody had any confidence. Like, listening to one interview, I was buying like Procter & Gamble in 2021, and even I knew this lady was bad. Like, I was buying Kimberly Clark over Apple, and even at that time, I'm like, yeah, this lady's a tool. We'll do a little Kathy Wood slander on the topic of Tesla. Over the last 5 years, her ARK Innovation ETF, ARKX, doing very good, down 44% in one of the most prominent bull markets in history. I actually want to look at some of the holdings because it's been a while. Why not? You're entering a dangerous zone right now. Reject all the cookies. Holdings. Here we go. Oh, what do you know? Tesla's the biggest holding. Coinbase.
Roku.
Where's Fubo on here? Palantir. AMD. Jesus Christ.
It's actually it's remarkable how badly this is doing, considering that Palantir and Robinhood are in there with how much they've pumped the last year or two. Yeah.
Her basis on that must be high, because
she's not a very good stock picker.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but I think we're better than her. I think we're up.
It's funny because I remember like a couple of years ago in your Discord, I used to get a lot of crap and stuff. At least I've outperformed Kathy Wood, I guess.
I know, yeah. Where's our place on CNBC?
Yeah.
Tempest AI, Palantir.
I mean, I guess the CFK fund is the next, like, where we need to do an
That'd be
ETF.
hilarious.
Like,
I know.
this ticker symbol CFK.
That would be that's the goal one day, everybody.
That would be dope.
Enough channel memberships, and we'll be able to do it. We will rug pull you all for once.
We just need 10,000 more people to have channel memberships, and we have a chance.
Yep, we are. We just got to like 5,000x of what we have right now, and we'll get there.
Just 5,000x. I think we could do that by 2030.
2030, it's doable. Everybody, we need to.
That's our target.
Yeah.
Take it to the bank. You know, my predictions are better than Kathy Wood's anyway.
Yeah. God, I hope we don't blow up one day and people just go back to some random episodes of finding, like, saying some out of pocket things after hours.
Even let them find it. I don't care.
Shh.
Cancel me all you want, bitches.
I'll be president one day and they'll find these videos and then I'll be.
And you'll just be like, so what? That was me. Based.
Yeah, I know.
Like, if anything, Trump has proven you can say whatever the fuck you want. You can still be president.
I know.
Nothing can stop you as long as you're never apologizing or ashamed of it.
Employed. We're going to do a little trivia for everybody in the comment section in your fiscal. How many miles does Tesla have as supervised RoboTaxis? I want everybody to guess.
Supervised or unsupervised?
Supervised.
All right.
Let everybody in the comments answer first.
I'm just guessing. That's a random guess by me.
I didn't even hear it.
Oh, okay.
I want everybody to guess.
You want me to repeat it?
Sure.
I said 1 million. I have no idea what the number is.
Million supervised RoboTaxi miles?
Yeah, that's just like a random guess out of my butt because 1 million sounds good, I guess.
There you go. All right. We'll give everybody a good minute to.
Well, no. Well, so Paul, we said supervised, meaning like there's a person in the car. That's what they've been doing. So it can't be 0.
Yeah. I meant unsupervised. Shoot, unsupervised.
I asked you. That's the first thing I asked you.
All right, we'll do supervised and unsupervised. How about that?
Okay. Okay. Supervised, I said 1 million. Unsupervised, I don't know, like 10,000 or something. Okay. I don't know.
I might have to ask AI for this. Gemini, come up clutch.
It's biased because Google owns Waymo.
Yeah, that's true. We got to keep that in mind.
Got to ask Gronk instead. It won't suck Elon's dick. Gronk, is this true?
All right, let's see. All right. So, unsupervised and supervised, final guesses. Oh, wait. Yeah, we got you back. All right. For unsupervised miles, 0. Supervised, 250,000.
Wait, supervised is only 250,000?
From what I'm seeing, yes. I know. Very funny.
But I thought that they were gonna make Uber go out of business any day now. What?
That's what I was told. They're 50 to 100 vehicles, has them out. They're going out. I am not. This comment section is just a treat to read tonight. Wow. You'd never think with the way some of these Tesla investors are talking that they'd only have 0 unsupervised miles. You wouldn't think.
So it is 0.
Yeah.
So Paul was right if we were talking about unsupervised.
Yes. Supervised 250,000 from what Gemini tells me. So take that with a grain of salt, but don't get your hopes up. Did you see Trump is doing the taco thing again?
Oh, meaning like with the whole Greenland thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, surprised? No.
It's like the easiest dip ever to buy. And just do Dave because it pretty much trades at like 2 or 3 times the market. So like,
Yeah. 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 I don't know. I just, to be honest, I get a little tired of the whole of the whole thing. It like dominates all the news feeds and airwaves, and it's all you see plastered on X, on YouTube, on social media, and I get so tired of it.
yeah. So he called the. I think we have 2 Trump candidates for quote of the year now from this week alone, which is legendary. First of all, you might have seen this already, but he put up he said a tweet, and it's like, snow is hitting everywhere. What happened to global warming? President. And then he called the Prime Minister of Canada governor, which is pretty funny.
Governor Carney.
Governor Carney, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was pretty funny.
Well, maybe none of this would be happening if they just gave him the Nobel Peace Prize for stopping 8 wars.
I stopped 13, actually.
But now that he didn't get the award, he's not going to be thinking about peace anymore.
I know. He's on demon time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Canada's getting 100% tariffs now.
Of course.
Yeah, it's a fun country to live in right now.
Does it make me nervous about my high tide? Not really.
Yeah. High tide's gonna go to like $1 on Monday.
I guess I'd have to buy like 10,000 more shares then if that happened.
Take out margin for it.
Go all in on margin because that can't possibly go wrong. I learned from Khmer.
Yeah.
Because the reason we know how to use margin is we know how to use margin because you don't know how to use margin.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put that on. Don't even ask us question.
High tide reports, I think, soon. I want to say
they'll beat top and bottom line, and the stock will go down 10%.
Probably. And it's not like a winter month. I think next earnings will be the winter month.
I don't know.
High tide. Okay, here we go. High tide earnings release date. I'm seeing on the 29th that they're going to report, which would be next Thursday or Friday. Yep.
So, one thing I have to say, on the Remexian thing, did we get any update on whether like the Portugal issue, because there was like some kind of a all marijuana going into Europe has to go through Portugal, and there was some kind of problem in Portugal with that?
I'll take a look, but I saw something of they won something in court.
Because I obviously if Remexian is showing up on the earnings report, I want it to be showing up in a good way, not in a sorry, Portugal made our revenue go down a lot.
There we go. We have a good comment. Tesla number 1. Why is Tesla number 1? Give us your base thesis. I'm looking at this right now. They won a.
Listen, they're going to be doing $1 trillion in revenue at 100 PE. All right.
Yeah.
That's me.
Miss Peppers is making herself a wow. That's an interesting comment section tonight. He can ask around. Okay. There was some sort of courtroom battle that I saw that Omar retweeted or put on LinkedIn.
Yeah, just a lot of the high tide people that I follow, I haven't really seen many of them say too much lately about the Portugal thing, and so I'm like, have we forgotten about it? Like, is it solved? Like, what's going on?
They won a preliminary injunction against Viamed over compliance claims in German court. So big stuff, obviously. But good, I guess.
Yeah. Guess so.
The barnacles will be mad we didn't spend the whole episode talking about it.
It's true. I can see the comments already.
Yeah. Many German committers, Nancy Karnick and the Berlins. I saw that there was some, or I heard at least there was some.
Is that you mean like break its kneecaps? Or...
Yeah, reckon it. I guess.
Wouldn't that be like not? Wouldn't you be Tanya Hardying it? I don't know, like because Nancy was the victim. I don't know.
Yeah, high tide is pretty cheap right now, though. But again, when is it not?
1990s figure skating reference, ladies and gentlemen. Only on CFK.
Yep, only on.
We're the only stock show where we make references to 1990s figure skating.
Yeah, it's pretty cheap right now. I think if it gets like, I don't know, I have like no money, so I gotta be really picky with everything I buy now because Dave has been the free money glitch on Dave is really hitting its peak right now for me, hitting the max.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited long term for the high tide because I do think we're probably going to see some pretty good results regarding cash flow and even net income in the coming quarters. Oh
yeah. So okay. So Blake did a pitch on Warrior Met Coal. Believe it or not, it's a coal stock. Like 9 months ago for members only. If you remember, you would have known about this. Seymour, I'll touch on evolution after this. But since then, it's up like 126%, not including the small dividend or whatever. And if all the high tide articles would have put all the money into Warrior Met Coal, they would have had a better return.
Well, you know what's really funny? I actually bought a starter position of 100 shares that I'm up 123% on. So, like I kind of wish I would have like loaded the boat instead of buying a starter position. Like, oh, why didn't I buy 1,000 shares instead of 100? But here we are.
Yeah, that's moved insane. Then that's even more reason you should become a channel member. Evolution. So something I'm debating doing with Evolution. If we get into like a serious, I don't want to say correction or like if something like April or Liberation Day sell off happen again, I like desperately have no cash. I might be forced to sell Evolution and use it as like a tax loss harvesting event.
Oh, he's pulling the dividend, dude.
I might have to. I don't know. I
just sold 3 shares of United Health for tax loss harvesting purposes.
I know tax. Probably not, but like, I think if my portfolio is so good now, or at least like quality wise, is like if I had to sell something, that might be the number one candidate because I could see Evolution kind of being. I could see that being like $65 for the next 2 years.
So, all right, since Blake and I are kind of going a little bit back and forth on Warrior Met, do you think it's got more juice from here still, or do you think that this 123% is it?
Yeah. Blake will
the
be
thing is, it's a relatively small position, so like I'm not like super incentivized. So like, oh, I better take the win because this is such a huge amount of money or something. But at the same time, like if like this was the big jump and it's not going to go anywhere, maybe the cash could be used elsewhere. I don't know.
I've been seeing a lot of talk about this stock, Zeta. I'm sure you've seen it as well.
Yeah, hasn't Arya been talking about it?
Arya's like pretty heavy into it now, and I don't. It's.
You want to know what my actually? I do have a new buy that I didn't previously own.
Oh, what is it?
Ticker VOD. Vodafone.
VOD. Oh, what do they do?
Telecommunications, something or other, and they're in space.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, Blake says short term, it's too high, but I'm not selling. I want to buy more. We have 20, 30 years of dividend.
And I think they also provide like telecommunications in the continent of Africa, but they're a European-based company.
Ah, nice.
But yeah, I have both shares and calls. Not like a huge amount, but 5 leaps and like 400 shares, which I'm probably gonna just somewhere between 500 and 1,000 shares. I think is what I want. I may up the leaps to 10 at some point.
Yeah.
But it's a decent little starter position, and it seems like it has some good upside, and it's been discussed a lot on CM, by the way.
Okay. It's probably good then. It's probably okay then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Evolution's fundamentals right now. This is a free cash flow. So Seymour, I'm sure you're in the chat. Do you have any expectations going forward? Do you expect to see more of a negative impact going forward, or is it going to be clear skies for 2026 with Evolution? Because I've seen on Twitter that there's a lot of they're doing like new games and stuff, and I think there was some sort of event. I saw a lot of like shareholders go there and try out the new games, and there's a lot of active players on the Evolution. Gambling's one of the fastest growing markets, at least the projections.
Oh, Hugo.
Oh God, Hugo, stop it! You own Palantir. You're a fool. Good year for them with the new games. Okay, good. Yeah, like there's pull it up on Twitter. Lots of people are still gambling. The Kalshi Bulls are still here. Yeah, Crazy Time had 39,000. Wait, 8,000 players, 2,400 players, 8,900 players. I don't gamble enough to. Probably could have.
Here's a question. Is it going to be the year of the REIT? It's 2026 now.
Enough's enough. That's too much. Year of the REIT. The funny thing is, this week our Twitter. It may have been last week, but we never got the chance to talk about it. We were in a dialogue with the Black Belt investor, and there was this Realty Income show, which somehow there still is on Twitter. And I haven't been paying attention to Realty Income for like 3 years now. I want everybody to guess what the stock is trading at right now. What price?
Realty Income?
Yep.
I don't know, $53 a share.
I'll double check, but that's pretty close.
Yeah, I just pulled that.
$60. There you go. $60.
$60. Okay.
I don't understand the appeal. It's up 90%. It's up 90% as a total return over the last 10 years.
Wait, that's dividends reinvested?
Yeah.
It's underwhelming.
It's it's better than I thought it was, but SPY has had a 10-year return of 14.7%. So, or wait, no, hold up. Average return of 14 point. Yeah, the REITs are just I don't get it. Like Vici too has been horrible. I don't know what's going on with them funding.
Hey, look. I mean,
I used to be a shell.
Listen, MPW is where it's at. Let me tell you.
You might have a point. You may have a oh my God, Vici is pulling a Dave right now, but over like 5 years. Free money glitch. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad buy here. It's like Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
guess if you
9%
buy it in
is
those
not a
valleys and
bad.
sell it, like if you buy Vici at like 27 and sell it at like 35 over and over again, I guess you could do pretty well.
Yeah,
Day
Here you
trade
go.
your REITs, you know?
Here you go,
Like
bud.
that's-
Yeah, I mean, like 9% isn't horrible if you're 80 years old, but like, there's people that genuinely have like Realty Income Twitter accounts and like try and defend it, like say that it's something that clearly isn't.
Hey, look, I mean, MPW recently raised its dividend, so like we're back.
MPW is so back.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back.
Yeah, MPW's
Has it
do
taken
you
me
have
a
any
few
thoughts
years to get here? Am I still slightly red?
Netflix. Do you have any thoughts on Netflix?
Netflix is interesting. I'm honestly starting to consider Netflix. Finally.
Did they
After-
report this week? I want to say they did.
Oh, is that why they jumped like 3%? Did they have a good earnings? Is that what that was?
Well, we could just always check on fiscal.ai, of course.
Yeah.
No affiliation. Let's see. Yeah, they've. I don't know. I heard Seymour Duck talking that he doesn't like the fact that, like, I would say Netflix's in-house content is probably the best out of all the streaming companies. Is that fair to say?
I have a pretty high opinion of a lot of their in-house
Same.
stuff. Well, so here's what I'll tell you what I like about it more than the other services. Okay, Netflix is the most likely one to have a nobody had ever heard of it before come out of nowhere thing just become a
I
hit
agree.
within like a week.
Stranger
And
Things, Squid Game,
yeah, exactly.
K-pop, Young Boy Demon Hunters, like.
Yeah, so that's the thing I kind of like about Netflix is like you never know what genre it's going to come from. Like who expected like this crazy show from South Korea of people playing death games was going to randomly be this huge phenomenon and so loved. Yet it just happened. Like I had no idea what it was. I just saw it show up in the top 10 several days in a row and I was like, okay, I got to check this out.
Yeah.
You don't really get that with other things. Like with Disney, there's always like, yes, there's good things that come out.
Oh, we're going to rewatch Snow White for the 80th time. Like,
well, what I mean is they will release good things, but you always know about it ahead of time. Like there's always a lot of fanfare around it. Like if they release a new Star Wars thing like Mandalorian or whatever, there's always a lot of hype building it up, right?
Yeah.
Because of how big a lot of their IP is. Netflix has like kind of that underdog, come out of nowhere, nobody's heard of this before kind of stuff. And I really like that for some reason because it exposes me to different things I never would have even thought to watch.
I just want to look up their CapEx because that's interesting of how much they're spending on adjusted CapEx.
But I mean, all right. So my only gripe with Netflix, and this was my gripe back in the day, is that it's still got a pretty high valuation. But when I look at
P of 33,
that must be forward, huh?
Yeah.
I suppose I would rather pay a fairly high PE for Netflix than for, I don't know, Costco or Walmart or even Apple, who has a streaming service as part of their suite of products and services. I do like Netflix better than those other options. Like if I'm gonna pay a premium valuation for something, I think Netflix is a slightly better candidate than some other things that are out there.
Do you think the Warner Brothers Discovery thing goes through?
So if I owned shares of Netflix, I would definitely want it to, because of the point that Seymour is making right now, and that is that it solves certain problems for Netflix. In fact, the problem I think it solves is that it gives them a really, really good back catalog of things that they can cycle through.
Oh,
Because they could still keep the Max streaming service as its own thing, but they could occasionally borrow different shows for free because they own both, and cycle those through Netflix to keep Netflix attractive.
hear me out, but Sopranos on Netflix would be nice.
I don't know if they do that because, I mean, there's probably some people that only have Max just to be able to watch Sopranos.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, it's HBO's, it's like with Peacock, people only get it for The Office.
Yeah. Super fan episodes are good.
Yeah. But yeah, there's just the catalog of like movies and random shows and stuff that they have that they could randomly throw seasons onto Netflix of older shows or movies or anything like that, classic movies that Netflix then doesn't have to pay like a big thing to temporarily have the streaming rights to show it. Yeah, probably would be beneficial for them in the long run.
Yeah. Let's see what Disney's trading at. I'm gonna guess like 105, 110. 110. There we go. I got it. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that I'm pretty happy with my decision to basically get out of Disney and put most of that into UNH.
Yeah. That aged pretty well.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. We are at the hour 10 mark. It has been an hour 10 of fun, Tesla slander. Always a good time. Paul brings up one more point that the California tribes are killing it in building and out of gambling. Vichi's risky. And that Netflix signed a 7-year deal with Sony for some streaming rights to the new Zelda movie. Good update. All right. Thank you once again. Check out Rising Financial Futures if you're a small business in need of growing your small business to a bigger business. Easiest way to put it, maybe.
Yeah. Or, if you just, need help getting your books caught up. Tax season is upon us. Don't get behind on your books.
You don't want that.
Have the receipt in the shoebox. Your CPA will hate you, especially if it's Strongman. He told me so.
Yep. Just check out Strongman Tax Services LLC, LGBT friendly, veteran owned, not disability owned, but you can make the argument for it. You just gotta kind of go between the lines if you want to. But once again, for either of those, tell them that you came from CFK, and we're gonna get a fat check.
A super fat check.
Yeah. All right. Thank you all for watching. Smash the like button, subscribe, share the video, and of course, do dividend, stocks, drugs, and cash flow is king. Oh yeah.